Let's meet your home team. At the point guard position, 6 feet 1 inches, number 3, Starting at the other guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 10, number 10. Starting at small forward, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 9, number 9. At the other forward position, standing 6 foot 8, number 35, Brandon. At the center position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 8, number 8. Your welcome to your party, your home team.
A bunch of controversy happening with the Arrows. Welcome to the Richard Green Memorial Court. Here's the starting 5 for the Arrows. They have the Wolfleys, Gavin Wolfley and Trenton Wolfley, Braden Goff and the Lampleys. And of course, you just saw the Blue Rockets line up Roden, Stead, Sigmund, Hunter, and Shelsky. Here we go from Galloway. We are underway. Yeah, a lot of controversy coming into tonight's game surrounding the Arrows. They traded away Zach Ellett. Ellett is now on the Thunder. And the Arrows, the Arrows, they got Jacob Chalet. Brandon Hunter misses a 3. Here's Wolfley. Wolfley back to Lampley. Here's Wolfley. Now it's Goff. Gavin Wolfley with it once again. Gavin Wolfley misses a 3. Hunter rebound. How about Braden Goff from Orange Beach? He's now on the Arrows. Trey Shelsky for 2. Make no mistake. Although yes, Ella is now gone from the Arrows, that does not mean the Arrows will suck. The Arrows still have all the best players. Chalet is on the Arrows now. He is a really good player. Gavin Wolfley, he's another guy. He will miss the 3. It's Shelsky with the rebound. Shelsky has it. Now here's Sigmund. Nash Sigmund for 3. Galloway is up by 5. This could be a very interesting finish to this game. Gavin Wolfley has the ball. Pass to Wolfley. Trenton Wolfley misses the 2. Shelsky rebound. Brandon Hunter has it. He goes up. He will score. It is going to take a while for the Arrows to get situated with this brand new lineup. Braden Goff just got traded here just today. Here's Wolfley. Wolfley there. Misses the 2. Now here's Stead. Pass to Shelsky. Trey Shelsky for 2. Make it 9-0. Very slow start for the Arrows. Wolfley has it. Trenton Wolfley there. Back to Gavin. Gavin Wolfley misses the 2. Shelsky rebound. Here's the thing. Roden hasn't even scored yet. And it's still 9-0. Roden has the ball. He looks. Covered by Trenton Wolfley. Now the pass to Hunter. Brandon Hunter goes up. He puts it in for 2. Timeout, Terre. And the Arrows are down by 11. It's 11-0. The first timeout of the game, and it's called by the Arrows. But remember, guys, the Arrows still have a ton of talent, and we are not counting them out. The Plainfield Thunder this year, I mean, they got better. They got better with the addition of Zach Ellett. Like the thing is, it's going to be Zach Ellett now starting for the Thunder. And we did hear, though, that his number will not be number 4. He is going to be wearing the number 76. And the reason why is because Plainfield didn't have a number 4. And the other guy that we need to keep an eye on, 3 guys that were on the era, I mean, 4, and the other thing to think about, too, Zach Ellett reunites with Jonathan Stevenson and Nick Green. So they're all on the same team. And the other thing to think, Quentin Gill also got traded to the Plainfield Thunder. So he's going to be with his other friends, Jonathan Stevenson, Nick Green, and Zach Ellett. So that's going to be a crazy 4 guys on the same team. Plus the addition of Luke Earl from earlier this year. The league leaders in 3-point percentage this season, Carmel leads it. But I can tell you that's probably all going to change. And the one thing to think about, we are going to have a live broadcast from Centerton later this week, and that will be the first game back. I mean, that's going to be the first home game in Plainfield for Zach Ellett. It's Brandon Hunter. He has the ball. How about the miss, too, by the Arrows once again? It's Carter Crum. Crum looks. Covered by Wolfway. Crum passes Stead. Isaac Stead will miss the 3. Wolfway with the rebound. Who's he going to give it to? Looks like it's Chalet. He's out there. Look at Braden Goff. He's out there. Braden Goff misses the 3. Brandon Hunter rebound. Arrows, what are you doing tonight? Here's Stead. Pass back to Crum. Crum has it back to Hunter. Now it's Shelsky. Shelsky to Crum. Carter Crum with it. Crum to Shelsky. Trey Shelsky misses the 2. Kenneth Lampley rebound. Lampley has it back to Goff. Goff hands it to Wolfley. Wolfley to Lampley again. Kenneth Lampley with it. Here's Lampley. Keeps it himself, goes up for 2, and the Arrows are on the board for the first time tonight. The Arrows will score after a 2-pointer by Kenneth Lampley. Here's Stead. He has the ball. Stead back to Hunter. It's Brandon Hunter. He looks, covered by Lampley. Now it's Stead. Stead looks. Keeps it himself. Isaac Stead misses the 3. Landon Lampley rebound. Here's Landon Lampley. Pass to Kenneth. Kenneth Lampley with it. Looks back to Goff. Braden Goff misses the 3 again. Hunter rebound. Brandon Hunter has the ball. He looks. Now it's Shelsky. Here's Shelsky. Back to Crum. Crum to Hunter again. Brandon Hunter now with it. Hunter covered by Wolfley. Brandon Hunter for 2. Remember, earlier this year we were live here in Galloway when the Blue Rockets beat the Railroaders of Fostoria. Here is Goff. Back to Lampley. Landon Lampley will miss the 3. Sigmund, his old Racers teammate, with the rebound. Now it's Crum. Crum with it. Back to Sigmund. It's Nash Sigmund. He has the ball. Goes on, takes it himself. Sigmund misses the 3. Lampley, big rebound. Lampley to Wolfley. Wolfley has the ball. Back to Lampley. Landon Lampley will miss the 3. Shelsky with the rebound. And Galloway has a 13-2 lead after the first quarter. The Arrows struggling in tonight's game, but I'm not counting them out. It's still early in this one. Blue Rockets lead it. And we welcome you back here to Galloway. Chalet to Dunbar. How about Cooper Dunbar on the court for the Arrows? Dunbar is a guy that can shoot 3s. Here's Wiederholt. Ben Wiederholt goes up. He will score. The Arrows have 4 points. And that's the quickest that they've scored tonight. Dunbar's out there with Landon Lampley, Isaiah Hill, Ben Wiederholt, and Jacob Chalet. Here's Carter Crum. Pass to Bryan. Here is Christian Bryan. He has the ball. Now Landon Kinzer out there as well. Bryan to Sigmund. Sigmund covered by Wiederholt. Now here's Hammond. Blake Hammond for 3. Now here's Cooper Dunbar. Dunbar has it. A 3-pointer would quickly change things up. Dunbar looks. Pass to Wiederholt. Ben Wiederholt misses the 3. All right, something is going on with Terre Haute. They are not shooting well tonight. Bryan there. Lampley covering. Christian Bryan for 2. Timeout Terre Haute. And the Arrows struggling big time here in Galloway. And we welcome you back here to Galloway. Here we go once again. This is going to be hopefully a great comeback by the Arrows. Ben Wiederholt will score. They have 4 points in the second quarter. That's the most points that they've scored all night. Here's Hammond. Hammond has the ball. Pass to Roden. Roden there. Covered by Klovenstein. Roden back to Scott. Here's Logan Scott. Back to Bryan. Christian Bryan will miss the 2. Rebound, Trenton Wolfley. Wolfley to Lampley. Kenneth Lampley goes up for 2. Here's Zach Roden. Roden has it. Back to Scott. Logan Scott will miss the 2. Here is Chalet. Rebound. Back to Wolfley. Here's Lampley. Back to Hill. And here comes the Arrows. All right, well, it took a while, but now the Arrows offense is getting hot. This is exactly what they needed. They needed 2 timeouts, and now they're back going. Logan Scott will miss the 3. Hill with the rebound. Hill back to Wolfley. Trenton Wolfley to Chalet. Back to Lampley. Kenneth Lampley, the pass to Wiederholt. Ben Wiederholt goes up. He will score. Timeout Galloway. And here are the Arrows. Down by 6. And we welcome you back here to Galloway. The league leaders in field goal percentage this season, it's Justin Kirby, Brandon Hunter, and Levi Walker. Well, it was a very slow start in the first quarter and the beginning of this quarter for the Arrows. And now they're down by 6. Blake Hammond misses a 3. Chalet rebound. I can tell you what, this Arrows squad is fighting back. Lampley to Wolfley. Trenton Wolfley back to Landon Lampley. Lampley to Wolfley. Gavin Wolfley misses the 3. That is exactly what they needed, though. It's Brandon Hunter. Pass back to Roden. Roden has it. Back to Hunter. Pass to Sigmund again. Nash Sigmund has it. Back to Hammond. Hammond with the ball. Blake Hammond will not score. Lampley rebounds. Here's Kenneth. Kenneth Lampley to Gavin Wolfley. Wolfley to Lampley. Lampley back to Lampley. Kenneth Lampley with it. Back to Wolfley. Trenton Wolfley for 2. It's a 4-point lead for the for the Blue Rockets. Ben Wiederholt is coming back into the game for the Arrows. Roden gives it back to Hammond. Hammond to Roden. Roden back to Sigmund. Now here's Roden. Roden to Hunter. Hunter to Sigmund. Sigmund there goes up for 2, and he will miss. Landon Lampley with the rebound. Lampley to Wolfley. Wolfley has it. Back to Lampley. Now here's Wolfley. Gavin Wolfley with it. Back to Wolfley. Trenton Wolfley for 3. The first 3-pointer made on the night for the Arrows, and they're down by 1. Hammond has the ball. Timeout Galloway. And folks, the Arrows offense is back to work. Something clicked, and the Arrows are on a 13-0 run since the start of this quarter. Not since the start of this quarter, for the last 2 minutes of this quarter, the Arrows have been on a 13-0 run, and now they're down by 1. They were down 18-4 at one point in this game. Now they are down 18-17. The Blue Rockets desperately need to score. If they don't, Terre Haute will come back and get the lead. Braden Goff is back into the game. Isaac Stead is as well. Do not count out Stead. Stead has been an amazing player for the Blue Rockets. Here's Roden. Back to Sigmund. Sigmund has it. Looks, goes up for 2. They will score. Make it a 3-point lead. A 3-pointer would tie it. Here is Wolfley. Back to Trenton Wolfley. Here's Trenton Wolfley with it. He looks, goes up, back to Lampley. Kenneth Lampley misses the 3. That is the one thing that might hurt Terre Haute down the line. They have only one made 3. Sigmund back to Stead. Stead looks back to Sigmund. Sigmund there. Goes up for 2. He will not make it. Lampley rebound. Lampley back to his brother Landon. Lampley back to Wolfley. Now it's Lampley. Now it's Wolfley again. Trenton Wolfley has it. Is he going to keep it himself? No. Great Goff can't tie it up. And the Blue Rockets have a 3-point lead going into halftime.
The visiting team, 17.
It's been a really fun game to this point. It was 18-4 Blue Rockets. Now it is 20-17 Blue Rockets. It's going to be a fun finish to this one. You are watching the Nova Rain halftime show. Welcome in, folks, to the halftime show. Take a look at the first half highlights for the Galloway Blue Rockets, folks. Galloway has been outstanding tonight. A bunch of shots. Take a look at the rookie leaderboard. Henry, Ingram, and Bonner. They are from Indianapolis, Greenwood, and how about the Dayton Jets as well there? Really fun game from Galloway. Kenneth Lampley and Brandon Hunter are your top performers tonight. It is a 3-point lead for the Blue Rockets. That was your Nova Rain halftime show. Back live from the Richard Green Memorial Court here from Galloway, Ohio. Traveling was the biggest thing for the Arrows, and they are showing why. How about Brandon Hunter's first half? Brandon Hunter went off in the first half, 6 points to his name, but he's been good. Now, here we go. Second half is underway. Landon Lampley gives it to Gavin Wolfley. Wolfley has it back to Trenton Wolfley. Here's Lampley. Kenneth Lampley with it. Lampley has it. Pass to Wolfley. Trenton Wolfley for two. Trenton Wolfley is scoring a lot tonight. Here's Zach Roden. Roden gives it back to Hunter. Brandon Hunter is there. He looks, goes up for two. He would drain the two-pointer. Back up to a 3-point advantage for the Blue Rockets. Goff has the ball. Back to Lampley. Landon Lampley to Wolfley. Gavin Wolfley, we are tied at 22. This half could be the half of the Arrows. Roden has the ball. Roden there. He looks. Back to Hunter. Hunter goes up. He will score. Galloway is showing off tonight. They've been great all night long. Here's Gavin Wolfley. He has the ball. Wolfley to Wolfley. Here's Trenton Wolfley. He will lose the ball. Instead with the steal. Nash Sigmund goes up for two. Big mistake by Trenton Wolfley. Now here's Gavin Wolfley. Wolfley gives it to Lampley. It's Landon Lampley. Now it's Wolfley again. Trenton Wolfley there. Trenton Wolfley misses the three. Hunter rebound. Hunter pass there. Chelsky for two. And the Blue Rockets are getting hot. Galloway, when they go on a run, they are pretty much hard to beat. They have talent. Galloway has talent to move on. Wolfley misses the three. The three-pointers are not falling for Terre Haute for some reason. Here's Stead. He has the ball. Pass back to Sigmund. Nash Sigmund will miss the three. Wolfley with the rebound. It's Trenton Wolfley. Back to Kenneth Lampley. Lampley has it. Back to Wolfley. Trenton Wolfley there. Pass to Lampley. Kenneth Lampley. He will miss the three. Shelsky with the rebound. Back to Stead. Isaac Stead for two. He will score. It's an 8-point lead again. Back up to an 8-point advantage for the Blue Rockets. Wolfley to Lampley. Now it's Wolfley. Now here is Landon Lampley. Landon Lampley with it. Lampley goes up. He will miss. Wolfley rebound. He will miss. Hunter for the Blue Rockets gets the rebound. Shelsky goes up for two, and it is a 10-point lead for Galloway. Timeout Blue Rockets. Timeout Arrows. 10-point lead for Galloway. And now we welcome you back here to Galloway, 32-22. Take a look at the league leaders in points in the last 10 games. How about the Railroaders of Fostoria leading that group? Fostoria has been great. We are not counting them out. Terre only has one loss, and that is to Plainfield in their second game against Plainfield. And honestly, that was And that was at Plainfield too. Lane play to Goff. Braden Goff with the ball. He looks back to Chalet. Jacob Chalet will miss the three. And we welcome you back. Here's Crum back to Stead. Stead to Sigmund. Nash Sigmund with it. Back to Hunter. Brandon Hunter misses a three. Shelsky gets it, puts it back for two. Goff has the ball. He looks. Braden Goff with it. Back to Chalet. Jacob Chalet for three. He is a guy that can make those three-pointers big time. Crum has the ball. He walks slowly. Now to Shelsky. Now back to Sigmund. Now it's Crum again. Carter Crum bounces to Shelsky. Trey Shelsky for two. Shelsky has been great all season long for Galloway. He was a great guy to get traded to the Blue Rockets. Chalet has the ball. Giving it back to Chalet, to Wolfley. Now here's Lampley. Landon Lampley with it. Pass to Chalet. Now here's Wolfley. Wolfley has it. Gavin Wolfley for two. Galloway is scoring a lot tonight. Terre Haute trying to come back. And they still have plenty of time in tonight's game. Crum has the ball. Pass to Hunter. Hunter has the ball. He looks. Goes up for two. He will miss. Landon Lampley rebound. Back to Lampley. Kenneth Lampley with the slam.
Assist goes to.
And the Arrows are trying to come back in this one. Isaiah Hill looks like he is coming into the game. Same as Ben Wiederholt. Crum has it. Back to Hunter. Brandon Hunter back to Stead. Isaac Stead with it. Isaac Stead misses the shot. Chalet rebound. Pass to Lampley. Landon Lampley to Gavin Wolfley. Gavin Wolfley goes up. Will miss the two. 36-29. It's a 7-point lead for the Blue Rockets. We welcome you back here to Galloway. Let's take a look at this, at the assist of the game from to Shelsky, and Shelsky's two-pointer. And that bounce by Crum was almost haywire. Similar gives it to Roden, and we are back underway in Galloway. Here is Roden. Roden has the ball. Final quarter. Roden to Hunter. Now it's Roden. Back to Heyman. Blake Heyman with it. Blake Heyman for two. Still a 9-point lead, though. It's Trenton Wolfley. He has the ball. Ben Wiederholt is out there now for the Arrows. Ben Wiederholt for two. Wiederholt is a guy that can bring the Arrows back into this. Zach Roden has the ball. Roden, pass to Hunter. Brandon Hunter misses the two. Soleil, rebound. Now here's Wiederholt. Ben Wiederholt for two. He will score. Here comes the Arrows. Can the Arrows come back and win this game? Roden has the ball. It's been a low-scoring game. Hunter goes up, and he is going to score. Brandon Hunter's been great all night. Lane play to Wolfley. Here's Trenton Wolfley. Trenton Wolfley has the ball. Back to Chalet. Jacob Chalet misses the three. If I were the Arrows, I would take an extra long practice with the three-pointers. Similar back to Brian, now it's Hunter. Brandon Hunter with it. Brandon Hunter misses the three. I mean, that's what's killing them. Like, they can't hit the three-pointers. Jacob Chalet goes up, misses the two. Brian rebound. Hill almost got it. Brian, pass to Similar. Similar Brian. Now here's Roden. Roden there. Covered now by Wolfway. Zach Roden has the ball. Roden there. Pass to Brian. Christian Bryant for two. Lane play to Wolfley. It's Trenton Wolfley. He has the ball. Timeout, Terre. They still have a chance to win with 3:27 left. But they need to shoot the three-pointers. That is what is killing them tonight. Terre Haute has not been able to make any three-pointers. They are hanging in there with the two-pointers and the struggles by Galloway on offense. But Terre Haute, they have not made any, but they have only made a couple three-pointers. That would not win them. That will not win them the championship. Actually, that will probably not win them any playoff games. Only shooting 2 threes in a game would limit them from going far. Back live here from Galloway. The starters are back out there for both teams. Braden Goff is there. It's been a really fun game. Really fun game, but it's been all Galloway in this one. Landon Lampley with it. He's going to give it to Goff. Braden Goff has the ball. Back to Wolfley. Trenton Wolfley with the ball. Trenton Wolfley for three. 6-point lead. Now the one thing that the Arrows need to do is get all the rebounds and make sure that the Blue Rockets struggle. Down the line, Hunter back to Roden. Zach Roden there. Zach Roden for three. Big time three-pointer for the Blue Rockets. But now it's the Arrows' turn. Gavin Wolfley has the ball. He looks on. He looks, spins. Back to Trenton. Trenton Wolfley there. Trenton Wolfley misses another three-pointer. Here's Roden. Zach Roden has the ball. It's been a struggle all game long for the Arrows. Roden to Shelsky. Trey Shelsky for two. And the Blue Rockets are up by 11. The Arrows are struggling in tonight's game. Gavin Wolfley now has the ball. Big struggle for the Arrows. Wolfley has it. Here's Wolfley. Back to Trenton Wolfley. He almost lost the ball. Trenton Wolfley misses another three-pointer. Hunter back to Roden. Roden has the ball. This would be classified as an upset. Zach Roden will miss the shot. Goff rebound. Now here's Gavin Wolfley. Gavin Wolfley to Lampley. Kenneth Lampley misses a three. Shelsky rebound. Shelsky to Roden. Zach Roden with the slam. Very bad game for the Arrows. They need an extra long talking to after this game, indeed, by their head coach. Wolfley back to Lampley. Kenneth Lampley will miss the three. Shelsky with the rebound again. And now it's Zach Roden. Roden has it back to Shelsky. Shelsky goes up. He will score again. Make it 51-36. Gavin Wolfley has the ball. Roden covering. Now here's Trenton Wolfley. Trenton Wolfley back to Lampley. Lampley to Wolfley. Gavin Wolfley will miss the three. Isaac Stead with the rebound. Stead there. He has the ball. Pass to Roden. Zach Roden for two. And how about this? They beat a really good Fostoria team with the game-winning three by Trey Shelsky. And now, here from Galloway, the Blue Rockets are going to knock off number 1 Terre Haute. The Blue Rockets are going to defeat the Terre Haute Arrows in a blowout. Blue Rockets win. Galloway wins it 53-36. It was a struggle from the start by the Arrows. In Galloway, they can breathe a sigh of relief. But they will play again right here in a couple weeks. Trey Shelsky is your player of the game. Once again, in a couple weeks, it is Ohio week for the Terre Haute Arrows.